Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Rory Powers with Right Line Trading. I want to get the CFTC out of the way. This broadcast is for demonstration and educational purposes only. I am not a licensed financial advisor. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, please do yourself a favor, consult with a licensed financial advisor. With that being said, we're going to be showcasing the AI Auto Trader this morning. If you're with us, that's the good news. Hope everyone had a good night, good evening, nice evening. Good morning, good morning. Okay. Now, I just want to mention what our methodology is here. The market just opened. The AI Auto Trader is a fully automated system. Once the strategies are enabled in NinjaTrader 8, the system is going to execute and manage the trades on your behalf. What we do is we run the strategies through the London Open, the overnight session, and when the New York Stock Exchange opens, we have what we refer to as our leaderboard. Our leaderboard are the top performing strategies of the current trading session. So these come over my radar. Common question is, hey, how do I know which bot to trade? The simple answer is, well, you trade the one that's doing the best. Certainly not going to pick the one doing the worst. So I see my NQ, my Haymaker, which is one of my favorites. This Sim UB test is an ES30 range. And the Sim NQ 2 minute, well, that's running on a 2-minute data series on the NASDAQ. In turn, what I do is I get my trade copier and I wait till things to settle down just a little bit. Let's put this NQ30 range on our Haymaker. Signal A Haymaker. And when I'm ready, I can very quickly enable this trade copier and have it copy across my Apex accounts. I've been keeping an eye on gold. Gold does not do consistently well, but let me tell you, during certain hours of the day, it's been just giving some monster trades these past couple of weeks. So I like to keep an eye on gold as well and just see if things get volatile. Gold is at an all-time high, was with just under $3,000 an ounce on gold. Which is incredible. And I have a really exciting gold strategy, by the way. It's actually a two-contract strategy. The first target is off at I believe 15 or 20 ticks. My stop is going to trail at 20 ticks, and I'm in the trade on a runner with no defined profit target. a trailing stop, and man, when that gold starts flying, if you get into one of those beauties, you'll hit your daily profit goal fairly quickly. And that's how I do it. I have a daily profit goal. I'm looking to make $300 to $500 a day. And I'd like to copy it into two or three or four accounts. And once I hit that profit goal, I'm going to stop trading and try to do the same thing again the next day. Same thing with my loss limit. If I hit my loss limit, well, I've got to stop. We're in a short position on the NASDAQ. Let's see how this trade works out. This is on my haymaker. I'm going to try to smooth out the background bias a little bit. Excuse me. And let's take a look at the Forex Factory. Thursday, February 6th. Natural gas storage at 10:30. Unemployment claims was this morning. FOMC this afternoon. Okay, so no red folders for us. FOMC this afternoon. So we have to proceed with a little bit of caution. Good morning. Good morning, Rao. Great job. Paramroop, good morning. Oil, let's take a look at oil. This haymaker trade short, I tell you, with our stop, when I see the stop where it is here, what I like to do is I like to just drag it right above. When it's that close to resistance, use it as a block for your stop. Don't give price a clear shot to your stop. Put it right above all that resistance if it's that close. But historically on the FOMC meeting days, it looks like the FOMC is this afternoon. The market is a little choppy. There's a little indecision. So let's see if we can wait for it to find a direction. Here's crude on a 10 range, Rao. Good morning, Jorge. Good morning, Al Noor. Al. Happy Thursday. We're almost there. Got a lot of sideways action. Good morning, good morning. The ice shark. Yeah, it is flat. Let's sit on our hands here. While we're waiting for the market to find a direction, I always like to look at the what have you done for me latelys. This week, what's hot, what's not. Oh, okay, ice shark. Okay, Mike. Yeah, Craig unfortunately is under the weather, but um, he told me he just needs one more day to rest and recoup. God willing, he'll be back tomorrow. Wow, look at this one day pass on the ES30. It is red firecracker hot. This is the ES30 one day pass this week. Up 32.66. Ooh, my goodness. What have you done for me lately? ES30R one day pass. Got a lot of short positions. Okay, let's keep going through the list. The ES30 range star bot. Now the bot is the one that will time optimize off of the drone performance. The bot is up 1424 this month, this week. The drone that runs 24/7. Wait, we're getting a nice move up here. Let's take a look. Those short positions are in big trouble.
Order submitted.
And the NQ30 range haymaker.
Order submitted.
Which is on my leaderboard. This is setting up nicely for a haymaker trade. What we need is a retracement back to the 50. We get a retracement back and a continuation up into our trend. Here we go. Here comes a retracement. It's not going to retrace far enough. Let's look at the overall trend of the NASDAQ. The overall trend, choppy. Let's look at it on a little bit of a higher time frame.
submitted.
This is a 15 minute. 15 minute. So we're definitely in a long trend. Definitely in a long trend. On a 15-minute chart on the NASDAQ, anything short is a counter trend trade. Wow, look at that candle. That was a big move up right then. That move up wiped out my leaderboard. Oh, I want to turn my haymaker on. Did give us a haymaker entry right there. All right. Gold very quietly taking off. This is that strategy I was telling you about. When it gets in and finds this runner, it broke through that area of support. It got stuck for a little while. Then it broke through and just took off. Let me put gold on. When I see days like this where there's only one or two or three strategies on my leaderboard, it's almost better to sit on your hands and not even worry about trading until that changes. It's just a tough market. When nothing's winning, my chances aren't good. Trying to get a haymaker entry here. Let's put this. Oh my goodness, look at gold. Amazing. It is overbought. Making a correction on gold. This bot's up a $1,000 trade on gold. This is that NQ2, the GC2U. Let's see if we can get in one. Here comes a haymaker entry too. We're looking for the RSI line to pop up through our 20% line. We got a green 50. We know on the overall trend on the 15 minute we are headed up. So this is a nice long entry, nice and tight to the 50 on the 30 range. Let's see if we get some follow through. Should have popped in right here. Haymaker drone. Come on. Well, I don't know why it didn't get into that one. We're in gold. We're in gold long. I couldn't resist it. Let's see if we pop up. Uh-oh. Counter trend on gold. Looking for a retracement. Oh, we're in the haymaker. No, we're in gold.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Leave one in.
Order submitted.
Boy, that haymaker entry. We have a really cool tool on here to see if, why we didn't get into a trade. By all appearances, it looks like this was the perfect haymaker. Our RSI line broke up through our 20. Our 50 was green. We knew we were in a long trend on our 15-minute. We took a look. We saw the overall trend from overnight was long. So this was a beautiful entry on that 30 range. We might have been too close to this pivot up above, is what I'm thinking. But we have what's called our dashboard. If we go to our indicators, on the cross indicator is the exact same parameters as your strategy. Here, right here, cross indicator. And on my cross indicator, it's identical to our strategy, this indicator. However, when all of the conditions are met, instead of it executing a trade, it throws a cross off on your chart. And there's something called the dashboard right in here. And if I apply the dashboard, it will tell us what conditions were not met. Why didn't it take a trade? We have our 50 signal on red, green, clear pivots. So we needed 70 ticks of clearance in our pivots in order to take that entry. We didn't have it.
Order submitted.
We could get a short roll on gold here. I think I'll turn it back on. Trying to get into this haymaker entry. We got that upside resistance that's preventing the trade from triggering.
Order submitted.
Yes, this is the AI auto. And our methodology, Mike, is to run it through the overnight session, right through the London Open. It gives us a good indication of which tickers, which instruments, I should say, which instruments are being influenced by institutional money. The system is trading 5 or 6 different instruments. The ones that usually the institutions are manipulating, we'll see them come up on our leaderboard. Using a trade copier, we piggyback. I caught a short move on gold just a minute ago when it took this retracement. Now it continued down into the trend. I've got it shut off, my trade copier, but um, I could have easily copied this trade in gold and been in this short position by clicking the on button here. Sorry about that. Audacity. Let's see if gold breaks through the. Good morning. Good morning. Great question. I'm going to get to it in just a second. Let's see if gold breaks through. Well, the money flow tracker Audacity, it was, developed to follow in the direction that the institutional money, the trend that institutions are creating. I've got a really great tutorial, several of them actually. Yes, it's very good to catch breakouts. Another beauty on gold. Look at this. Boy, I'm sick I didn't have my copier enabled. This is how it's been lately with gold. It's just kind of very easy to pick up a couple $100 and be done for the day on gold. Can't say that about it, just about any other ticker this week. The ES30R bot is doing well. Not the drones so much. The drones break even.
Order submitted.
Come on, one more move down, gold. Push down.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Another monster on gold. I just piggyback gold for a couple of short moves, in and out, just to get me on the board. It's the only thing I really see worth trading this morning.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Let me show you. Let me show you what that gold has been doing. That bot. That bot has been really hot. Let me show it to you. The drone, the technology with this system.
Order submitted. Order
Oh,
submitted.
the haymaker just got in. We are in. We got our trade on the haymaker. Let's see how this one pans out. We got a lot of downside support. We did get our haymaker entry. Instead of to the upside, it's to the downside, though. Come on down. Oh, gave me a smart stop. Okay. Got that trade there. So, I'm right around where my profit target, where my profit goal is, $300 to $500. And on a day that FOMC is, they have a bunch of speakers coming out this afternoon. I think I'm just going to keep it right where it is. Make sure these are off. Okay. So the gold bot is what I wanted to show you. I keep thinking my mic isn't working. Yesterday, I accidentally broke one of my headsets, and this was a second one. That's right, Audacity. That's really the premise with the money flow tracker. The money flow tracker is levered. The indicators that system leverages are all multi-time frame assessments of trend, momentum. It also has a neural net that looks at correlative markets. And it's trying to get our finger on the pulse of institutional money. Here we go, another short on the haymaker. Another short on the haymaker. We got a lot of downside support. I've turned my copiers off. I'm happy with making 300 or 400 for the day across my 3 evals. I've got 3 or 4 evals, about 3 or 4 PA accounts. Good point, Mike. I didn't read what the jobless claims were, though. But from your comment, I can assume. You were right. We are seeing a reverse to the downside. I think the market always likes to fill in that gap from overnight. And it did gap up. Now we're getting that retracement. This bot here that I set up on this sim account. What it's doing is it's taking these cross entries. This isn't really I don't really like the counter trend ones much. And there is a condition that I can use to prevent those. But on the 20 Unirenko, when those crosses come out on a trend trade, man, you get some monsters like this one right here. Perfect example. That's signal A. The RSI line breaks out through the 20% line of my Laguerre oscillator, throws that cross, and then I have a two-bar delay, and it jumps in long, nice and tight to the 50. It had this big, nice retracement to the 50, and a continuation into the trend. Man, that is a sweet entry right there. So what I could do with that, it's in this position now, so I'm going to wait till it's done. But I know the entries that I want with this. And I can make some adjustments to the conditions of my strategy. So it only takes the ones that I want. There's a little more risk associated with breaking through the 50. The 50 acts as an area of support or resistance. So it's struggling breaking through the 50. The ES, we're right at the VWAP. It's trying to break the VWAP. It's stuck.
Order submitted.
There goes gold again. This bot has been red hot. Let me show you my performance on the bot. Now the bot is the one, the drone and the bot are running in tandem. The drone runs 23 hours a day. Constantly hovering over the trading environment and telling the bot through a shared database what the average true range is. Not only that, but it's also telling it historically when it makes the most money, what time of the day. What time of the day it does the best. So the bot is only going to trade those times. My gold bot for the week, give you an idea of how it's performing, is up 1660. That's the one that's time optimized. When is it making its money? If we go to the analysis and we look at our half hour of the day breakdown, (9:30 to 10) by far has been the most profitable time to trade that. It likes that market open lately. The drone that trades like a drunken sailor is trading 23 hours out of the day. And if I look at the analysis, we've got a really nice window of opportunity here between 7:30 a.m. Eastern and about 10 o'clock Eastern. Those 3 hours in the morning, this bot is doing very well. This is gold. Gold is an excellent instrument to have in your toolbox. When there's any uncertainty in the market, that's where the institutions put their money. And with the new administration, with Trump, I think we can all be rest assured there's going to be some uncertainty. So I think gold is going to be a key instrument to have in our toolbox. My PA accounts this month, I'm up 630 on my PA accounts. The evals I'm working on are 42, 43, and 44. Those I'm down slightly, about $500 on my evals. My PAs, though, I've been doing really well. Another monster trade with gold. Here we go again. Yeah, these are, well, the gold is trading too. Like, gold is trading too. Every other strategy, and we have one strategy on the ES that trades too as well. It trades on the 8U, but every other bot trades one contract. We have a strategy running on the MES. Let's take a look this month. Our 8U scalper bot trades two contracts. That strategy for the month is up $2,000. It does trade two contracts. Max drawdown 1254, but it's plus 2,000. So that bot is getting its intel from the drone. The drone that's trading throughout 23 hours out of the day is down almost $6,000. The bot has cleaned that mess up and has become a lot more efficient because it's dynamically changing the trading session hours and it's positioning its stop and profit targets in the ideal locations based on the average true range of the market. So those are our hot strategies. ES, gold, the ES30 range bot, the time optimized bot is up 1424, trading one contract. On our NQs, let's take a look at our 20 Unorenkos. Our MES PA account is having a rough week. 20U does not trade much. It's down 338. Mack Truck Drone, which is just trading and trading away, is losing. You know what's been doing really well lately is the 2-minute retirement plan. I've been do screen shares quite a bit throughout the day, and we have a lot of members doing really well on this retirement plan. Really well. Let's take a look at that haymaker, just out of curiosity. Nope, not doing well this month. Not yet. Gold is in another monster trade, just one after the next. Now this gold bot, we put it in the in our Discord chat. We have what's called our strategy collaboration channel. And in our strategy collaboration channel, we shared this template the other week, on this Gold 2U. This was the SimUB. So all of these bots that we're running, if they're not part of our regular, here it is right here. If they're not part of our regular portfolio of strategies and they're in research and development, we do share those. Not only us, but our members share the bots that they've created that are doing very well. And as a community, we can all benefit from these templates that our members share with us. It's really how we've come up with our best templates. And I'm not ashamed or embarrassed to tell you. Our best templates come from our members. I'm almost 100% certain that Steve, who made our NQ scalper, also made this gold scalper. And it runs on a 2 Unorenko with a runner. It's a very exciting strategy that you can get into an absolute monster. One of our members, Jason, got into a $4,000 trade. He's in California over the night, in the middle of the night, on gold. $4,000 that thing ran. Right. In Forex, it's lots. Futures, it's contracts. But we know what you mean, Mike. So we saw the gold bot from a mile away. It came right up on top of our leaderboard. I'm very conservative and I like to take my profits and run. But had I let the bot do its work, I would have, made a lot more money. And I can't tell you how many times I say that. Judy, that's a gold on the 2 unit Renko. It's that strategy that has a runner. If I go to my bot's at 1400. It gets into the trade. It got into these beautiful trades. Oh my goodness. Look at this short entry it took. It's on a 2 unit Renko. The drone will continue to trade. The bot is probably done for the day.
Order submitted.
Here we go. Let's get to the right edge of the chart. Something's wrong, Judy. When this trade closes, I'm going to open up my settings. If your 2U hasn't taken a trade this week, could be a couple of different things. It could be that you're not on the April contract. It just recently rolled over to April. I would check that first. Make sure that in your strategy that you're on the April contract. If you are on April, I would go to your log and see if you're getting any error messages. Scroll down, see if you see any error messages. Like I was getting a little lag at the market open.
Order submitted.
Thank you, Charles. And you're trading April, so we can rule that one out, right? I would also look in your trading hours in the strategy itself. Let me see. My gold bot is done trading. It was up for 18. It's up 1840 before commissions. So my bot is time optimized to trade at these hours. It trades between 3 and 3:30 a.m. Then it turns back on from 5:30 to 6 o'clock a.m. And then it trades the market open from 9:30 to 10. That's the one that's optimized. That's the bot. It's looking at the drone and it's optimizing its targets and trading hours. These 3 trading session hours will dynamically change based on the performance of my drone. If it sees over the last week or two that it's just crushing it at certain windows, then the bot will only trade during those sessions. So one thing you might want to check, Judy, is your trading hours. Make sure those are okay. I can put in my parameters a daily loss limit. If I have a small account, or if I'm trading a PA account and I don't want to take much of a drawdown, I can limit my loss by filling in the blank here. Once it reaches my loss, my session loss limit, the strategy's not going to trade anymore. And the same goes for the profit limit. If I have a profit goal of $300 to $500, I can put it right in here, and once that strategy reaches it, it's going to stop trading. If I have the close at profit, if I have this enabled, then as soon as it reaches it, it's going to exit the position. If I have this unchecked, then it will allow the trade to mature and play out. So we got into an NQ20U. Let me show you the ATM strategy of gold. You can see it's got a 2-contract strategy. It just executed this trade. It's looking to hit that first profit target. Once it does, I'm in the trade with no risk. Keep in mind, I can always close any position I want. I could take profits anytime I want. But once it hits my first profit target, I'm in the trade on a runner. And here we got this beautiful entry on the 20U. The cross came, it has a 2-bar delay for confirmation, takes the entry on that 20 Unirenko.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
This is the counter trend entry I wanted to get rid of, I was talking about earlier. And the way we can get rid of that counter trend entry is on the signal A. It's very quick and easy. You just put that 50 signal in and make it red-green. This way, in order for it to go short, my 50 has to be red. And then I can put my 15 below price. And this 15, market structure-wise, if my 15 is below my 50, price is going to be below my 50. I'm not going to trade into the 50. So I can use this 50 above or below price. So the ATM on the gold, it looks like it's kind of settled down now, but it's actually 30. It has a 30 tick stop.
Order submitted.
I believe the profit target is 20 on the first one.
Order submitted.
Hey, Jorge. We do have a volume profile indicator, market profile that has the
Submitted.
point of control, the volume high and low. We do have an indicator that does that. That's kind of come back. It's been it's funny how these things, they're like on a circle, a merry-go-round. They come out and then it's the hot thing out and then it dies off and it disappears and then it comes back again. That's the market profile, volume profile.
Order submitted.
It works really great until it doesn't work and it breaks right through it. But I think it is helpful. Let's see if we get this big move down on gold.
Order submitted.
It's got to be one of your settings, Judy. It's something similar, Jorge. It's something similar. It's not exactly that, but it's similar. The market structure that we use is more with the moving averages and areas of support and resistance. Gold has kind of settled down now. All right, it's 10:30. Oh, that explains it, Judy. I would get them up and running. These gold strategies the last week or so have been a lifesaver for me. Let me show you what I mean. If I go back to about January 20th, from January 20th, check this out.
Order submitted.
January 20th to February 6th. I'm going to hit generate. This is on a live market, okay? This isn't a back test. It's important to know. I'm going to disable the sim gold and re-enable it so you can see that this strategy over the last 2 or 3 weeks has made $7,500. This is what have you done for me lately? 7,520 and made 1,400 today. About $4,600 in drawdowns. My average winning trade is 250. My average losing trade is 130. So I've got a 2-to-1 risk to reward, and I'm winning just under 45%. That's really nice. $7,500. That's a two contract strategy. So gold has been really the savior for me lately. So let's just do a recap really briefly. The hot strategy today was gold. I have a one contract strategy on the Nasdaq that runs on an 8 unit Renko called the scalper that did well. The NQ on a 2 minute didn't really take a trade while we were live. I was up 535 from overnight, and then I piggybacked gold on three of my Apex accounts, and with very little effort was able to score anywhere between $300 and $400 across three accounts, which is really what I like to do every day. That's my goal, about $300 to $500 a day. And if I could do it across 3 or 5 accounts, my ES8U scalper is on the board, and this is a 30 range on the E-mini. So no big surprises. The ES and the NQ and gold were the three strategies to go to, and it seems to be the same every day. ES, NQ, and gold. So I want to thank everybody for joining me today. This afternoon at 4:30, we have Mr. Kushner.
Order submitted.
I'm going to give you a link to join at 4:30. David Kushner is our prop trader who trades the money flow tracker, and he's going to do a webinar, and he's going to share his prop trading hack with you. He's got a rules-based system that he uses with the money flow tracker system. With discipline and patience, he's very consistent,
Order submitted.
and he's going to highlight his strategy to get into those trades using the money flow tracker. It's at 4:30 today. Judy, get those gold bots set up because I think that they're gonna, like I said earlier, with this administration, it's gonna be a constant state of uncertainty. You don't know what he's gonna do next. That's his style. Okay, here comes the link for today's webinar. 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 Okay, sorry about that. It echoes when I log in. Here we go. This is the entry I was talking about. Now there's a two candle do. We might not get it because of We might not get the entry because of the pivots above us. But this is the trend trade with that signal A. My 50 is green. I'm nice and tight to that 50. And if I get 2 candles to the upside now, I'm in long. You asked me about that, Walter, last week, and I tell you, I was thinking about what you asked. I'm gonna ask Sergio about that because I think you're onto something. Let's see if it closes too. Let's see if we get the second candle. We're very close to getting the first. This is the entry that I'm after, though. There it goes. We got some upside resistance. But this is really market structure-wise the entry that we're looking for. We have our 15 EMA is green. Our 15 is green, and it's above the 50. And I have that green background color. That's the multi-time frame assessment of trend, telling me on a higher time frame that it's aligned to the upside. Listen, even perfect entries fail, but this is a really nice entry. This bar is a 20 Unarenko bar.
Order submitted.
It failed. It failed. Well, we had a spike of volume come in. Maybe that was the natural gas storage. I don't know. But something happened and that thing just popped to the downside. All right, I'm going to close it right there. I hope everybody has a blessed rest of their day. Gold is back in. Something popped. I'm not exactly sure what caused it. Okay. So David Kushner, I put the link. It's in the chat box. He's going to be live at 4:30 today. 4:30. Click that link and register. If you can't make it at 4:30, register anyways, and you'll get the replay automatically. Okay. It is, Rao. That scalper's doing great on gold. That thing is a powerhouse. $7,500 over the last 2 or 3 weeks on gold. So gold is doing extremely well on that scalper. It has its little windows of opportunity in the middle of the night and one right at the market open. That it's just hitting winner after winner. $7,500 the last 2 or 3 weeks. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me. God willing, we'll be back tomorrow, Friday. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Check Kush out at 4:30. I think you'll like that presentation. Have a blessed day, everybody. We'll see you again tomorrow. So long. If you can, one last thing. If you can, like my video on YouTube. Really helps us out. You have no idea that they've got some algorithm that picks up on likes and If you type in questions into the chat, it gives us a little traction. It gets new eyes on our products. So if you could like our video, it really help us out and we appreciate it. Have a blessed rest of your day. And if there's anything I can help you with, call the office. Hey, Duke. Okay. Have a blessed day, everyone. Hey, Rodney. Well, I can't end it like this. Like, I'm in two trades here. I just wouldn't feel right about it. Let's let it go.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
I don't see any follow through on the NASDAQ, so it's getting chopped up. David Wise is right behind me. He's coming on in 15 minutes. We've got some really great, two really great revenue streams here at Rightline, futures and options. David is coming behind me with the options, the SPY super system. And man, he had a beautiful trade yesterday on,
Order submitted.
well, he's in one now on Tesla. He just opened one today on Tesla. But yesterday on OKTA, no heat trade, just straight to the profit target. Really great trade. So he'll be on right behind me at 11 a.m. Have a blessed rest of the day. I'm going to go ahead and close it this time. Bye-bye.